studies in mice recently have shown that you can traumatize the grandfather and the trauma, the anxiety, will still show up in the grandson. Even though the grandfather never met the grandson. Not that mice don't have much to do with grandparents anyway. But it's passed on biologically. Not genetically, but biologically. And that's the same with human beings as well. I don't know about healing past generations. People talk about that. The native Indians, Aboriginal people in North America, and I work with them a lot because of my work with addictions and illness, they talk about healing the ancestors, ceremonially. When we heal ourselves, we're healing the whole generations, going backwards. I appreciate that thought. I don't really have a way of making sense of it in terms of my own way of thinking. But I know that healing can certainly happen amongst people who are alive and in touch with each other, primarily by everybody getting in touch with themselves. And that's what healing is. And then the word for healing itself comes from the Anglo-Saxon word wholeness, for whole. So healing is wholeness. And that means integrating all the parts of yourself and not having it just what R.D. Laing called the divided self. You know, so that we're actually whole, which we are, but we don't recognize it. So healing is actually recognizing our wholeness. And by the way, when we do, then we realize that nothing was ever broken, and if nothing was ever broken, therefore there was nothing bad that ever happened to us. Because I mean, if it did, you know, if our wholeness was never destroyed, then there was no damage. If there's no damage, then there's no sinners and there's no perpetrators.